Hello to my Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. This reading is for July 13th through the 21st. Let's get you ready for the upcoming week. Let's see what's going on for this upcoming week. Yes, Aquarius. Hopefully, wherever you are, the weather is absolutely gorgeous. Wherever you are, hopefully, everybody's in good spirits. By now, you all know that the 7/7 portal is closed. It actually closed on the 11th of July. So yeah, the portal is closed, and we have some information on my YouTube community page. Yes. So let me see if I can bring everybody up to speed. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. We have a lot of retrograde information on the YouTube shorts. I have a birth chart breakdown, like birth chart. If you're trying to understand birth chart information, it's on the on my Queen Amun Ra second channel. It's on the second channel. If anybody wants to know the second channel, just put a comment below, and I will link it and pin it to the top there. So let's get into your reading. I'm excited about getting into your reading. Let's keep it on tarot, right? Thank you all for supporting my books. They're on Amazon, so you can just look up Queen Amun Ra, and you'll see all the books there. And if you're trying to schedule a personal reading, queenamunra.com. So let's jump into your reading. I'm excited about this. All right, so waning gibbous moon, transitioning from the moon in Aquarius, which when you watch this video, you may be watching it on the 12th, but it'll be going from Aquarius into Pisces on Monday, the 13th. I believe Monday is the 13th, right? So the parts of the body it's affecting, so it's moving down the body, right? So it'll be moving from your calf, your ankles, your shin, your Achilles when it's in Aquarius. And then on Monday, it'll move into Pisces. So Monday and Tuesday, it'll be in Pisces, and then you'll feel it in your feet, toes, and pineal gland. So that's your third eye. Right. So here's the question that I asked Source for you specifically, Aquarius. This is a time of reflection, emotional release, and integration of insights, right? So the waning gibbous moon phase is all about sharing, understanding, and releasing, while Aquarius brings intellectual clarity and collective awareness, and Pisces adds emotional depth, intuition, and spiritual surrender, right? So, question I have for spirit for you, Aquarius, is what truth is Aquarius now ready to accept and release? And how can Aquarius transmute it into wisdom that serves their higher path, right? And so this is about honoring the Aquarian energy of clarity, detachment, and insight. Also acknowledging the Piscean energy of surrender, compassion, and spiritual integration. That's your 11th and 12th house, by the way. Also aligning with the waning gibbous theme of letting go and sharing lessons. All right. Keep in mind, here's the theme. My community wants me to thrive, right? So any community that you're in, whether in your personal or your professional life, wants you to thrive. Put that energy out into the universe, because that's what you want to come back to you. Your words are very, very powerful. So when you put that out into the universe, you're setting an intention. That's an intention. You don't want to be a part of any community that just wants you to be in survival mode. So if you're a person who is known for your friendliness as an Aquarius, you want that same energy back. You want people to be open and transparent with you and sharing information so that you can thrive in whatever community that you're in, right? Yeah. All right. Remember, the moon card is Pisces card. We're not talking about a Pisces. Aquarius's card is a star card. So the moon card is the I believe card. So even if you believe, that anybody from your past does not want you to thrive, or that they're hanging out with people, that they're still hanging out with people that don't want you to thrive, That's going to be a reason for you to pull out your sword. You're not telling somebody that they have to stop hanging around certain people. That's just a reason for you to pull out your sword. You're not trying to control anybody. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. That could be triggering for you. Yeah, something could be triggering for you. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yes, Aquarius. Sending you all lots of love and light. Yeah. So here we go. The Queen of Pentacles, right? So what actually this fell under, this right here, this is under the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Six of Pentacles fell under the Queen of Cups, excuse me, Queen of Cups. You don't need anybody. You're not going to be paying any attention to any energies that are now paying attention to you because money is coming across your path, right? So time is money. You're not going to give time to energies from any community that's now paying attention to you that did not pay attention to you, that was doing stuff in secret because money is coming across your path, right? So source is saying to you that's now showing compassion and didn't show compassion before, right? You know, holding any grudges or anything like that. Yeah. You know how to pour into yourself. That's your moon sign. So find out what your moon sign is. Yeah, find out what your moon sign is. Please pull your birth chart. Like I said, you're a rule 11th house. Yeah, 11th house. So there could have been two energies who are now starting to see, like, wow, this person is really inspirational. Talking about you. You're really compassionate. People are starting to see that you know, you're really genuinely a compassionate person. Like you genuinely do care, you know, about people, but they may have been, you know, kind of sort of in a dark wolf energy, meaning that maybe they weren't a dark wolf themselves, right? And we talked about dark wolf, light wolf energy before. Let me pull this book out for people who are new, because I don't want to leave anybody behind. Talking about enlightening people. So let me read this. This is the spirit animal book. And thank you all for the comments that you've been adding under we've been doing the summer solstice spirit animal information. I'm trying to find the wolf information. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Elevator music. Hold on. Hopefully I can find it so I don't take too much of your time. Yeah, I can find everything except wolf. Okay, wolf, you better jump out of this page. Okay, so you see wolf here, right? So wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. So the wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, whether religious or political studies. The wolf gets in trouble. That's dark wolf energy. So the first one is light wolf energy. That's healthy wolf energy. Um, but the wolf gets in trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. So contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none, right? Um, so when it's balanced out, it's reliable, democratic, and fearless. But when it's out of balance, it's judgmental and dominating. The word judgmental sticks out right now for everybody, or at least it should, because Pluto, which is the judgment card, is going to be in Aquarius until the year 2043. That's a long time, right? Meaning that everybody is breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse in a very unique way that's going to seem rebellious to everybody's family members. But it's not, it's the norm sort of for you because you're an Aquarius, right? It's just kind of the norm for you to kind of march to the beat of your own drum. So it won't seem different or weird or strange to you because you're already an Aquarius, right? So, but to bring it into balance, you practice letting go, right? So practice letting go. So there's a difference between light wolf energy and dark wolf energy. Wolf energy is just like the pack that you run with, right? So when people say use the term wolf in sheep's clothing, they're referring to dark wolf energy, like something in secret, a light wolf energy, which nobody knows 100% of anything about anybody because everybody's evolving. You don't even know 100% of what about yourself, right? You're still discovering things about yourself for whatever reason, lots of different reasons. But so it's just saying to you anyway, um, you're not paying attention to energies that, like I said, kept you in the dark about things, um, you know, intentionally kept you in the dark about things, right? So yeah, you're just pouring into yourself right now. And it's not, like I said, it's not because you're holding any grudges, but things are really flowing to you in terms of your spiritual gifts, in terms of your spiritual gifts. Yeah. Some energies are now starting to see. A lot of people are, really paying attention to just how, like how you're thriving in the communities that want to align themselves with you. And people are like, oh, wow, it's almost like people are starting to see your popularity is increasing, not because of anything other than you operate, you're just yourself. You're just being your normal humanitarian self, right? And some of you all are on platforms. So whatever kind of, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're, the star of your office, but everybody has a North Node. So whatever you're doing, you're in humanitarian form. So yeah, but money is coming across your path. So yeah, you feel fulfilled. Something about your Saturn return, you made some kind of major life decision. Maybe you went through some kind of like a divorce, or you got married, or maybe you had a baby, or maybe you moved. That's what Saturn return is. It's a major life decision. You made some kind of major life decision and you feel fulfilled. See, when people make major life decisions, sometimes people can hear it in your voice. 2 and 1 is 3, right? 21 here is 3. People can hear it that you feel fulfilled. Just you have created very firm boundaries. You're enforcing boundaries. This is a new tradition for you. Money is coming across your path, and it's not all about money because money is a form of energy, but this is really like you're feeling more valued, if anything. So it doesn't mean necessarily that money is coming. It could come across somebody's path, but something about your energy, you feel so fulfilled that the energy of money is attracted to you, meaning that people may want to give you information. They may want to tell you how to invest, whatever you do have, or how to downsize, or how to upgrade, or how to, they may want to give you information on, like, if you want to buy a house, if you want to do this, you know what I'm saying? That's the energy of money, where you can get discounted things. That's the energy of money, where you're not paying out as much as you normally would, that kind of thing, because people are seeing that you're genuinely compassionate. So again, when you speak this into existence, I'm telling you, you don't want to be a part of any community that just wants you in survival mode. So yeah, this energy is very attractive. Source, this is the soft life, and I'm talking to men and women Aquarius. Source is moving you towards the soft life. So balance out that masculine energy. Balance it out. I'm talking to men and women Aquarius. Balance it out. Yeah. You're not doing the mind games anymore, where people are constantly trying to use your words against you. Starting at from the past, right? Trying to bring up the past, and you remember this, you remember that, you remember this and that. You can't even process your thoughts. And people come at you playing mind games about stuff from the past that you really genuinely don't remember, right? And you trying to process your thoughts. It's like, well, wait a minute. You see, you got to remember, Aquarius, for you all, you're a fixed sign, right? Fixed signs are fixated on something. Yours is air, like thinking, constantly thinking. So your mind, and this is legit and I can speak to every zodiac sign, but for an Aquarius, your mind is always thinking about something. Like, whether you're thinking about the distance between Pluto and Uranus, or Saturn and Neptune, and I'm serious, you could be thinking about, I mean, who knows? For real, like, who knows what an Aquarius is thinking about? And I mean that in the highest compliment. So when people are coming at you left field and you're asking them in all sincerity, wait a minute, can you start at the beginning? Like, can you start at the Ace of Swords? So I can go back through my mind and start to remember. Can we start at the beginning? And they're playing mind games like, oh, you remember this, and it sounds argumentative, almost like they're bullying you. Source is saying that's where you stop the conversation right there. It's like, I really don't remember. I really don't remember. I had a lot on my mind and I don't remember. So yeah, you're not giving attention to energies who want you to be in survival mode, because that to you should be okay. You're playing mind games. You're playing mind games. Or people are assuming that you're faking compassion because things are closed out. Something is closed out. Something legal is closed out. Something was done behind your back. Some kind of lie was told behind your back, and I know that because of the number 7. 7 connects us with Libra, which is the Justice card. 6th house deals with your health. 6th house deals with your health and your well-being. So some kind of lie was told about you in court where people were getting paid. Something around your money. I mean, something would get, something around your health and your well-being, right? Having to do with a major life change. Almost like people could have been, faking compassion. Oh, this person is, this person, we're concerned with their well-being, and we're going to have to, manage, something, we're concerned. They made some drastic change, and it was done behind your back and you weren't aware of it. How compassionate is that? But people are genuinely seeing that you're compassionate. Like you feel fulfilled, you're whole, you're part of a community that wants you to thrive. And now people are saying they want something from you, or so source is saying, yeah, you're closing out a cycle. You're not running from anything, you're just staying focused, getting some rest. So 5 of Swords and Knight of Swords is, again, like I said, you're thinking, your mind is clear, right? This is a 9 of Swords here. You're not running away from anything. You're moving forward. Yep, you're moving forward. Because in order for someone to gain money or to be paid from something, you had to lose something, right? So if you keep that in mind, in order for people to get paid something off of you, you lost something. You lost money. And especially if people didn't tell you what was going on. So you got to remember, Pentacles and Cups energies is feminine energy. That's receiving, right? And then these two are masculine energy, right? So we're not talking about man, woman, or who received what, but so now you're in receiving mode of something, right? Source wants you to live a soft life, right? This is your root chakra, sacral chakra. And so your heart chakra, you now making a connection with somebody playing mind games. Somebody was being used as a pawn to play mind games with you. And so now you're starting to make a connection. Somebody said you were running away from something when you were making some kind of major life change. And so this number 7 lets me know something having to do with court. Somebody said you were running away from something. So either you had some money coming across your path and somebody was saying they're going to hold some money or something for you. Something was happening here. So like I said, looking at your cards here, money is coming to you. Some energies lied, about some kind of money or payout or something, and you're not paying any attention to it anymore. You're just receiving whatever money is due to you. Somebody wanted you to surrender to them or somehow be connected to them or something, be in survival mode, or who knows. But like I said, that's what I'm saying. What truth are you now ready to accept and release that you can now transmute it into wisdom that serves your higher path? Anything negative, you're taking it and turning around to a positive. You're just getting some rest. You're finally getting some rest. Letting something just rest in peace. Yeah. You feel fulfilled already. Yeah. People were pretty ruthless in some of the things that they said. You're a free spirit, and people were saying all kinds of stuff, grandstanding and showboating, spotlight on them, you know, all of this just for a win, a slam dunk win. You know, you're this and that, you're a garden tool. I mean, all of this. But anyway, that's over. So yeah, you don't need to make any connections. You don't need to stay connected to any of this. Like I said before, money is coming across your path. You don't need to pay attention to any of that. You just move on with your life. Yeah, some energies were determined to bring out the worst in you, right? You know, just to enlighten other people. So give it no more air. No more air whatsoever. Continue to stay focused. You're trying to close out a cycle. Like I said, you're trying to close out a cycle. You already feel fulfilled. 2 and 1 is 3. Like I said before, you don't even need to talk about it. You really don't. You don't need to give it any air. So, yeah. You and somebody can give it a rest. Yep, you and somebody can give it a rest. Some people really, I don't know who this is for, but some people really, really just like to be at the center of, you know, center of attention. I don't know what you all do for a living. I mean, this is a general reading. And I don't know what, you know, people do for a living, but adjust your crown and just pour into you. Because you're still not going back to whatever it was that you left behind. So, yeah. What other information do we have, Source? Like I said, you learn how to transmute the energy. Anything negative, rise above it. You adjust your crown. This fire right here in this water, somebody's all smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. You're not giving it any energy whatsoever. Somebody was competing against your, you know, your emotional intelligence. And Source is saying to you, there is no competition because one, you aren't aware of something was going on. So you don't even have to pay it any attention. You don't have to pay it any attention whatsoever. None. So here we have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah. Giving no energy whatsoever. Somebody is just too high vibrational for all of this. Something just feels, and it keeps coming out in your cards, and I don't like really being in that energy because I like to keep your vibrations high. But something just feels very teenagerish, and it's probably somebody in between this. Yeah. So yeah, don't give it any air. Just put a manhole cover over it. Here's 5 of Cups here. Yeah, so any negative spell work that's trying to come up, like in terms of emotions, you just return to sender. It's an immediate return to sender. Immediate. You're not giving it any air, no conversation, no nothing, no emotion, nothing. I mean, seriously, it's a complete waste of your energy. Complete waste of energy. It would be foolish to give it any energy. Yep. So, all right. Yeah, some energies must have thought that you wanted to be on stage. I mean, I don't know what this is for, but some energies must have thought that you wanted to be on stage, or I don't know. So it's one of the spotlight, or who knows? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what you all do for a living, but that's weird. That's strange. Anyway, here we have the Magician card. Yeah. So that's the message that comes across. That's the message that you're sending. And we're about to have Mercury is pre-shadow retrograde, and it's going to be retrograde in Leo. When the moon is in Leo, the theme is going where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated. This color yellow connects us with the solar plexus chakra. And so, yeah, you're not paying any attention to that. None whatsoever. I'm telling y'all, the more and more you start connecting with communities that want you to thrive and not be in a survival mode with these fake competitions that you don't even know you're a part of. I mean, silliness. I feel like a lot of you all are part of a community that wants you to thrive already. And so keep your information off of social media. Keep it out of, just keep it away from Anybody that's still connected, I don't care if it's even if it's your adult kids, if they are still connected to people, places, and things, and you are aware that they are connected to people who want you in survival mode, keep that part of your life private. Keep that part of your life private. Yeah. Somebody was trying to stay connected to your money by any means necessary. This is the Eight of Pentacles here. They when people got paid to do something to you, they put you in some kind of a compromising position in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They're connected to anybody, yeah, to overwhelm you. You have somebody has psychic abilities. If they are still connected and you know that they lied to you, if you ask them, if you talk to certain people, if you were around certain people and you know for certain that they lied, so it's just like they get no more of your energy. Yep. Here's the Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups is going to speak to your fourth house. Yeah. 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 This is Six of Cups here, which speaks to Scorpio. Something is nostalgic for you, like you're taking really good memories with you. You inherited it's like somebody gave you 6 cups of like inherited gifts, right? That you don't want to bury, right? You want to sharpen whatever your gifts are, right? And I talked about psychic gifts before, the clairs and uh, premonition, precognition, telepathy, different types of telepathy, telekinesis. I mean, just like different types of psychic gifts. But like I said, for you, something, something in you, somebody just lost you completely. Let's just put it that way. This group of energies, this connection with these people, they just lost you altogether. So, and when you're a fixed sign, they're not getting that back. You're done. So, yep, you don't hold grudges. You don't have time for it. Here's a High Priestess. You're part of your community, which keeps you enlightened, and that's how you found out. So, here's the High Priestess here. So you're light High Priestess energy here. So, yep, here's the Two of Swords here. Yep. Yep, you weren't even blindsided by it. You're just like, oh, okay. Because too many people were telling you the same thing. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody didn't even say wow. Somebody just said, oh. You just kind of hit them with the, oh, I see. Got it. So I'm looking at multiple streams of income here for you. Somebody could have a book. Somebody could have candles. Somebody could have, what's on this card here? You have like books, candles. I'm seeing plants here. So you could be doing something with plants. What else? Somebody could be helping people to manage their money actually here. Somebody could have a clothing line. I'm seeing multiple things that you've mastered here. But yeah, those things you want to keep, to yourself. And I feel like you have a team of people that's helping you with something. Again, keeping you enlightened. Yeah, keeping you enlightened. So yeah, several people brought you some information immediately. So no. So you don't need to overthink something. Something is closed out. You're free. So this right here could look like me, myself, and I, right? You and Source and the Holy Spirit. And your community, of course. So let's see. 8 minus, no, this is 8, 9. So a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled looking at your cards here. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. So congratulations. Congratulations. Keep it off the social media. Like I said, you don't need to overthink anything. Yeah. Yeah, someone was definitely in between you trying to move forward. Somebody was definitely trying to stop you from moving forward. They were waiting to blindside you with something. They were determined to blindside you with something. So, wanted to keep you in survival mode. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, but these are people from your past. These are people from your past. As soon as you started believing in your dreams, these energies went ham. I mean, for real. Hard as a monster. For those of you all who like to use certain words. So here we have Ace of Pentacles here. So I'm seeing financial independence. So you have a lot, like I said, you have money coming across your path. You were having money coming across your path before. You know, you and somebody had money coming across your path, and then somebody was getting paid more money. So yeah, you have big money coming across your path. Some kind of new venture. So now you're able to move forward. Yeah, now you're able to move forward. Somebody's now doing the mirror work, and seeing that two people wanted to swap destinies with you, but here's the Nine of Swords here. So yeah, something is over. You can wake up from a nightmare. Any final messages? Yeah, and adjust your crown. You can wake up from a nightmare and adjust your crown. Something is over. So continue being a part of communities that want you to thrive. Looking at your cards here, you already feel fulfilled. Let me see. Is there any final messages here? Any final messages here? Yeah, so your third eye is wide open. We're talking about your pineal gland. Your third eye is wide open. So like I said, even if you even think that, if you believe that somebody is a part of a community, that they still connected to a part of a community that puts you in any kind of a compromising position, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, that does not want you to survive. I mean, that does not want you to thrive. You had to cut them and everybody connected to them off. Yeah. So they're under judgment now for judging you. So there you are. Yeah. So you're surrendering to the divine. This is a full moon. Remember the I was about to say 7-11 portal. 7-7 portal overlapped the full moon, right? So the last quarter moon, kicks off on Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, kind of sort of time. Like, yeah, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. And again, that's a generational cycle, chain, and curse. That this is Pluto here. Pluto again is retrograde in your zodiac sign, and it is you breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse of just even paying attention to excuse me, anybody who just wants you to be in survival mode. Anybody who wants you to be in survival mode. So Yeah. So somebody may be trying to reach out to you to, trying to argue with you because it's full moon phase. They may be trying to get money from you for something. So I don't know what you're finding. I don't know what you're, remember it's a general reading. It's a lot of, you know, people in this community here. So I don't know what people's situation is. And so if people are looking for something, and if you genuinely don't have something, it looks like in order for people to gain money, you would have had to lose something of significance. Then if you don't have something, then you don't have it. So be honest with yourself. You're not trying to put on any airs. If you don't, you just don't. Okay. Yeah. You're not trying to mirror anything. So if you don't, you don't. That's where the surrender to the divine comes in. They're going to have to leave whatever community that doesn't want them to thrive. So pour into yourself more. This is where you're pouring into yourself more. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Yeah, that could have affected your physical health, your mental and your physical health. People being paid to lie. To make you look like a fool. First red flag, pray and meditate. So time to ground yourself. Yeah, dance around your home as if no one is watching. Heck no. Ask source for clarity. Let's see what else is going on here. Be patient. The answers are coming. You have the gift of clairvoyance. Somebody's a seer, right? SEER. So you see things. Let's see what else we have here. Trust your first mind. It's all becoming clearer. Somebody regrets lying to you about something, but you're going to keep moving forward. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is it. So this could be a spouse. This could be a sibling. This could be you and a spouse. This could be you and a partner. This could be you and a sibling. This you and somebody, right? This could be you and a parent. This could be you and some. This is you and somebody. I'm looking at 6. 6 is a very nurturing number, but it's somebody that you nurtured that um, got paid to do something. That got paid to lie in court behind your back. They did something in secret behind your back, but something didn't pan out the way that they thought it was going to pan out for them. And it cost you a lot, whether they realize it or not. So, and somebody's overwhelmed now. So, let me see what else. Let me see what else the other cards we have here. Yeah, so be still. I feel like you're getting your rest. Yeah, but these two cards, the Saturn and also the Judgment card here, are generational cards. Let me see. Magician card is not. Okay, so we got 3 generational cards here. We have the Fool card, the World card, and the Judgment card. So these are both your ruling planets. Uranus and Saturn are your ruling planets, and then the Judgment. So some energies are trying to bring judgment down on you for sure. There could have even been another Aquarius trying to bring judgment down on you for whatever reason, along with somebody else trying to bring judgment down on you during a Saturn return, right? So it's time to take some kind of action. And this is you being prayer warrior. So somebody could have a moon in Aries. So yeah. Yep. So somebody could have a moon sign in Aries. Mm-hmm. So this is where you're in prayer for, because somebody was obsessed with bringing judgment on you, bringing judgment down on you, like blindsiding you and causing you a nightmare. So pray and meditate. Oops. Pray and meditate. Heart chakra cleanse. Don't give yourselves a headache over something. Get some fresh air. It's time to heal your wounded warrior. That's your Chiron, Chiron. And you do need your time of birth for that. For those of you all who are pulling your birth chart, much better lies ahead. Somebody wants to call you. Please don't ask me who. I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. So that's you have to pray about that. I don't know who. Yeah. hmm Yeah. You're just praying. Like I said, you're in prayer mode. Let me see what number we have here. Let's see what number we have here. 30. I am imaginative. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative, right? So I feel like your 0 adds value to any number that you add to, behind a number, right? And so you inspire. I feel like the leading card here is the 6 of Pentacles here. So I feel like you inspire people to dream big, like, because I'm seeing this person has like multiple streams of income. Like if there's an idea in like starting a candle business or writing a book, I feel like you inspire people to do that. But of course you have to put the work in and you have to be passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. And of course, with social media, that's your free marketing right there. Social media, building up your brand. So with this, like I tell people all the time, there is no competition. The fact that these things were done behind people's backs. Pentacles energy and Cups energy is feminine energy, right? We're not talking about women per se. It can be men or women. We're talking about feminine energy. The fact that things were done behind your back instead of people saying, coming up Front Street and saying, hey, let's collaborate. We should all collaborate. Like, let's all get together. Let's work together. And things were done in secret speaks in volume. So, and then somebody regrets lying to you about something. So, yeah. So some energies cost you a lot of money. A lot of money. So if you don't have money to help people, that would be God's way of saying, I'm going to make sure you don't. You gotta understand too, like if you look back over how, like, just how Source has done things on your behalf. Sometimes Source will delay things for you to protect you, to protect your heart, especially if you're an overgiver. And this is this right here. That's why all this air here. You could be an overgiver. Somebody could still be an overgiver. So I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yep, I think this is it. Yep, I think this is it. This is the I have quite a few oracle decks up here. Which one is this one? Which deck is this? Hold on for a second. Let me get this chakra deck. This oops. Hold on. All right. Okay, so crown chakra, so clean eating day. Okay. Okay, so fasting is excellent for the crown chakra, but we all got to eat. So, how about devoting the next 24 hours to nourishing your crown through your stomach? All right. Think whole, think clean, think green, veggies, think like spinach, carrots, broccoli, sweet potatoes, beets, and asparagus, low glycemic fruit like berries, and oranges, organic bone broth to soothe your gut, and herb spices like garlic, turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon to fight infection and inflammation. Eat the rainbow. For example, eat as many different colored foods as you can. And don't forget to high five yourself when you're done, because every self respecting grown up deserves kid like credit for doing something hard. Okay, so clean eating day. So this may be something that somebody's starting to do, for your crown chakra, is fasting. Like choosing a day to start off with is just like fasting for 24 hours, just like eating the rainbow, like it's saying here. It's like I just described here. So, alrighty, that is what I have for you. Hopefully, this has been helpful. All right, bye.